YouTube, how the heck we doing today, guys? It is Tier List Tuesday, and we're ranking streamers and Warzone players again. Let's go. All right, you guys, so for anyone that's new here, I like to draw out the rules here for you guys. So every Tuesday, we do a Tier List Tuesday where it could be anything. It's usually Warzone related, and I've done like ranking serials and stuff before, but today, guys, we're going to be ranking the best Warzone players and streamers. But we're going to try to fly through this. There's a lot of people to rank. We're going to do everything we can to make this as smooth as possible. So let's jump right into it. All right, you guys, we're just going to go right in order. It looks like it's in alphabetical order for the most part. But starting right here at Almond. Almond is easily S tier. He's Tommy's duo. I saw something on Twitter today, but I'm pretty sure they were trolling, but I'm pretty sure they're going to stick together. These guys literally are winning just about 50% of tournaments, it seems like, or at least getting in the top tier. Like, they're either like a first or second place team almost every single tournament. It's absolutely insane. Almond is S tier 100%. Breadman is someone that has been climbing the tier list. I think I had him in D, or I didn't even know who he was in the last time I did the tier list. But this guy has definitely climbed up, and I would put him in B tier. He could potentially push A tier on this, because there was a couple tournaments where he absolutely popped off. But consistently, like, he's climbing the ladder. I'm not going to push him up any higher than B tier right now, but man, he is on fire right now. He's someone you guys should watch out for. Blaze T, or Blaze... Man is signed to Minnesota Rockers now. Dude is definitely an A tier player. Last time I did this, I put him at D tier because I knew who he was, but he was like kind of on the upcoming. I believe it was D. I might have had him on unranked. I don't remember. But the guy is very, very good, guys, and he does everything right. If you guys haven't checked him out before, it's pretty fun to watch. He's really, really talented, and his clips that you see on Twitter are nuts sometimes. So, very good player and very consistent. Plays wagers every single day. Blue, I'm going to put him in not ranked. I don't really watch him enough. I don't really consider him as like a top player either, in my opinion. So we'll put him at not ranked. Bobby. I'm going to put him at C tier. Bobby's a beast, but I think he's a C tier player. He hasn't been performing in tournaments at all, but man, you can't really get any better than him. Content-wise, he is hilarious. There's nothing better than just staring right at his mustache. End of the day, C tier though. He's pretty good though. He's better than some of the other content creators. Cloakzy. This is one that got a lot of people pissed off where I ranked him last time. I think I ranked him either S or A in the last one, and I'm still going to. The dude is not S tier because he doesn't play in tournaments all the time, but my goodness, guys, if you watch his stream day in, day out, like, he's just unreal. I mean, he uses the M13 even during the 3-burst meta. Like, it's a gun he loves to use for some reason. I mean, I know why, because his aim is ridiculous, but he has one of the best aims in the game, and the guy is... He's a bot at the end of the day, but he is amazing. He is so good at the game. Like, if you want to argue Cloakzy all day, you're just not going to be able to argue. He has been a pro and top tier player in like 5 different BR games now. He's unreal. So he's going A tier, whether you like it or not. Clutch. This is a guy that I didn't know a lot about. This dude is nasty, guys. Like, Clutch is one of the nastiest players in the game, and he's going to go in A tier for me, to be honest. I don't watch him specifically a lot, but I see him in tournaments doing very well, and so I can't really talk about his gameplay and what he does specifically like super well, but I watch him and he climbs through climbs through tournaments, and just always making it to like upper tiers in the tier and like tournaments. So I would definitely put him right there about A tier. I don't know what just happened to me. I lost everything about Clutch there. But Delio, didn't he play with Jukesies in a tournament? Yeah, I'm gonna put him at D tier. He's a solid player for sure. He's EU, so we don't get to see him a ton over here on NA servers. EU and NA kind of is like a weird spot to be because they play like one map against each other and switch to the other map. It's really hard to compare when someone's playing on 150 ping more consistently than other people. So I'll leave him at D tier for now. Yeah, he's good though. He's very good. I'm gonna leave him at D. Yeah, maybe let's put him to C. Let's put him to C. Destroy. This man's S tier. If you guys haven't been seeing what him and Zlaner have been doing lately, it has been nutty. Like, these guys, I don't know how they do it, because you know when you're watching like some of these guys, like, they just like it's super serious, locked in. Destroy and Zlaner are just like yelling at each other, screaming, having a good time the whole time, and they're like winning tournaments. So they usually, for some... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. They usually do something that just completely loses the tournament for them at some point or another, like something silly. And it is what it is, I guess. But, like, I think Zlaner bought a different person back one tournament, and, like, they lost because of it. And, but They're beasts. Diaz, still the best player in the game. Like, you want to argue with me? You're not going to win that argument. He is the best player in the game. The dude, literally everyone thinks he's cheating still. And I'm like, how can you think this guy's cheating still? Like, he's like 17 years old and is just cracked out of his mind. Be jealous all you want. Not even going to talk anymore about it. Doug is raw. You know, the good old Call of Duty Doug is raw. The dude has been in the community forever. I mean, he's good, but he's not great. I think he is that, like, roughly the same as Breadman, though, because he does make, like, Doug has one of the best IQs when it comes to like, gameplay. Like, the dude throws stuns and bounces them in weird places like I wouldn't even think of imagining. But him and TP just get unlucky in tournaments, man. I don't know what it is. They're going to break through one of these times, though. I think they have one tournament win together. Exact is another guy that's kind of climbed up the leaderboards lately. I'm going to put him at B tier because he isn't like the highest tier possible in this. He's definitely good, but he's slowly climbing. Him and joewo won a tournament, a really big tournament. So put him at B tier. FIFA Kill is going to be S tier to me. There's going to be a few S tiers in this, guys. Like a few more than you would expect because there's just some really good players in the game, honestly. Like FIFA Kill, he makes the game look so easy that it's like boring to watch him. Like he's not flashy by any means. Like the least flashy player of all time. And this guy's just cracked. So if you guys haven't checked him out, definitely do it. Another EU guy. Finessin. This guy's definitely climbing up really hard right now. He's definitely a B tier as well. He is one of the flashier players. We go from one of the non-flashy players to one of the flashier players. Finessin makes some nuts plays. If you guys haven't seen him before, definitely check him out if you want to see some just crazy things go down. And the guy, like, he always is on a different team, so he doesn't have a consistent team, and he's climbing up slowly but surely. He's going to find someone and just lock it in one of these times. Frozone is D tier. Frozone is a beast, but honestly, like, he does not perform in tournaments. It's just how it's been recently. He's like, honestly, he's in his own head because he's good enough to do it, but he's just in his own head. Gangsta Salute, I don't know who you are. Booya, S tier. I don't think there's anything to say about that. The guy has 250 bombs and is just consistently doing really good with swagg. Like, people will say swagg's not a great player, but swagg's been playing really well. Booya, he might be like, if we're gonna rank like people based on like just straight gameplay, this guy is legit a robot. Like, if you ever watched his stream, no emotion, nothing, just destroys lobbies. It's crazy. He's a beast. Huskers, another S tier. He's not been playing that good though lately. He is definitely in his head. And he's changing sense. He's doing all these different things that, like, he's just in his head. Honestly, he could probably drop down the A tier. Gotta leave him an S tier though. He's just been dominant for too long. He's gonna figure it out either one way or another, I think. Honestly, it doesn't help him that like his duos just switch off on him. So we'll see if he finds a consistent duo. Him and Noobs won a tournament recently, and they played really well. icemanisaac, he's going to go B tier as well. He falls into the same as Breadman. They won played really well in a tournament together and got screwed as the one where they threw Booyah in the helicopter, and it was a great move for the wager community, but they don't really do that with those big guys. So they had to like restart as a bunch of dramas in the Nate Shot tournament. Isaac's good, though. He's good. Warzy is an A tier player. He's the guy that came on the scene from carrying Vic to all those wins early on. Obviously, Vic's a good player as well, but this guy was carrying him. He's played very good in recent tournaments. A tier, 100%. Jared, I know Jared from the good old Mixer days. I put Jared at D tier. Jared is a very nice guy, but he's just, I don't know. He has good aim, but like he just does some things. Sometimes you're like sitting here banging your head. You're like, don't do that, Jared. It's kind of what I do, honestly. I do it a lot as well. So, Jared, if you watch this somehow, miss you, man. Hope everything's good with you, and maybe we'll get some games sometime. And joewo, he's in that awkward one right now because he won the big tournament. I'm going to put him S, honestly, dude. The movement god's going S tier. He's been playing so good recently. So good. So I have to put him up there. Like, going into Season 4, I would put joewo as a top probably 5 to 7 player in the game. So S tier is, like I said, there's going to be a lot of S tier players. Like, I feel like right now there's like a significant gap in the high tier players to like the A tier players. So these guys are monsters right now. And like, obviously these guys are good, but I think these guys are like a different tier right now. So can't go any higher than this. Jokesies, another one of those EU guys that is definitely S tier. The dude plays out of his mind on NA servers somehow. And I would wish and hope that, since the Call of Duty community is mostly NA, that he would move over to NA at some point. I know it's a pain in the butt with COVID and everything going on, but I would love to see him on NA servers. He could arguably be one of the better players in the game. He's cracked. King Richard doesn't play this anymore. He does every once in a while, but he doesn't really play it, so we're not going to rank him. Lucky, I'm going to rank Lucky at C. Lucky's a beast, but honestly, I feel like he doesn't perform in tournaments very well, and I don't know. It's just not where he's at. He's in that same category as Bobby. Like, he's funny as hell to watch, but it's not great. Maven, Maven's low-key like in that C tier as well. Like, for a guy that is known for a Call of Duty announcer, he's a beast. He really is good and hilarious at the end of the day. So him and Bobby I would love to see him and Bobby get some games together. That'd be so funny. Mayapo, don't know who you are. Merk, same category as Maven. I can't really rank them any separately. They're definitely good though. They have a ton of wins. I think they both have 2,000 wins, which is kind of nuts. But I guess because they play every day together, they'd have similar wins. Mike Revolt, don't really know him. I'm not going to put him on the list. Mutex is S tier 100%. The dude broke like 3 records last week. You guys, Mutex fanboys, y'all are something different. I'm going to have to mute that out. But this dude, I put him in A tier last time, or B tier, and you guys wanted to rip my head off. He was playing horrible in tournaments at the time. He has been playing better in tournaments recently, but the guy is undoubtedly, like, he's been in the Call of Duty community forever. Everyone knows who Mutex is. He's an absolute legend in the Call of Duty for GB and wagers and all that stuff from back in the S&D days. Dude's a beast. You can't go wrong with him. He's been subbed to Nikki Merks for like 5 years. That shows you that he's been around. So, guy is a monster. Newbies, S tier as well. This guy has been, this is another guy like Booya. The guy's like a robot. He just doesn't even like react when he just like wipes a team. Like, unbelievable. Noobs is pretty flashy when he plays too. I hope him and Huskers play every tournament together because they seem to really vibe off each other. But for the time being, Noobs is a beast. I know this is a lot of S tier, but it is what it is. Nikki Merks. Honestly, I'd put Nikki Merks at C tier. I mean, Nikki Merks obviously has the talent and the skill. He's one of the best aims on controller in the world. He just doesn't even do like half the mechanics that other people do, and he still drops 20 to 30 kill games almost every game. And he has to carry Tim's back. He's going to throw Tim right in his backpack. I was going to say something really inappropriate, but I held off. But Nick's definitely C tier. I know a lot of people got mad at me for having him higher up, but last time I did this tier list, he was still just getting out of playing tournaments. I hope there's an anti-cheat so he gets back into it, because he would get back in if there was a legit anti-cheat, and we could really see if Nikki Merks can really hold up against these guys in this day and age. When he gets locked in, he's a beast. Oakley boy, and we're gonna put him at NA. I don't know enough about him. It's decent, but I don't want to like rank him unfairly. Rallied, I put Rally at B tier. He's probably right there with Doug and those guys. He's one of the best solo players in the world, but at the end of the day, tournament-wise, hasn't worked out the greatest for him, but the man is hilarious if you haven't checked out his stream, and he is an OG as well. He's been around just like Mutex for a long time in the S&D community, and you can't really beat his mechanics. He just, like, doesn't get lucky in tournaments and doesn't have any records, so it is what it is. Rated, another S tier. I mean, there was a percent, he came out and said the other day, between him and Tommy joining 100 Thieves, there is like a 70% chance that him or Tommy is in a finals every single tournament. There's nothing else to say on that. Rated is from he's been in the pro. If he had a better attitude, like, you guys realize this guy's toxic. If he had a better attitude, he'd be playing professional Call of Duty and Call of Duty League right now. Dude's unlimited talent. Repulize, he goes into D tier. I mean, he's just like the other guys, except Repulize literally will get up in the middle of the game and start slapping his butt. So he is easily the funniest content creator of all of these guys. He has the most unreal sub numbers I've ever seen. He has like 1,500 viewers and he has got 25,000 subs. It's like, which I don't blame him, because he puts on a show. Plain and simple. Rust Daddy, don't know enough about him. Scummin, A tier, 100%. Scummin is on the way up right now, and he even could climb in. Wow. Ugh. Could climb in the S tier eventually. Dude is solid. Very, very solid, and is performing out of his mind. He does a ton of wagers, and every day he's getting better. So I would, maybe next time we do this video, he's going to be S tier. Stu, another A tier player, kind of falls in the same category as Scummin, where Could be an S tier. Some tournaments he is. Some tournaments he has bad performances. So if he could really like level that out, he'd probably go S tier. Superevan, S tier. I mean, I'm telling you guys, there's a big difference in these guys. All these guys up here have either world records or are just performing out of their butt recently. So I know it's a lot of S tiers. So don't get mad at me, but I don't think we even have to say anything about Superevan. He is arguably, other than he's Diaz's partner, first off. He might be the best, like, most of you guys play on controller, but like, this dude was dropping 50 bombs with the Odin back in the day. Like, what? He's a stud. Absolute stud. Swagg, I'm actually going to put Swagg in A tier. I think I put him in B tier last time. Swagg is a guy that gets a lot of crap in the Call of Duty community from people that just want to hate on him because he does everything right. I think I have a little favoritism towards him because he's from Arizona and he's part ginger, and he's a triplet. I'm a twin. I mean, the dude's been performing just straight up. Like, you can't hate on him. There's been tournaments where he was averaging almost 20 kills a game, been playing out of his butt some days. So I think he does belong in A tier, and it actually surprises me. So love to see it. Symfuhny, I'll rate him. I'll put him at A tier. I think I put him in S tier in the last one because that was right when he was finishing playing with Huskers and him. They were winning tournaments. The dude's aim's insane. He's basically the same as cloakzy. Like, you can't do anything about it because they're just so good. Like, since H1Z1, these guys have just been like top tier BR players, and it's just because their aim's insane. So people think Symfuhny's cheating, his aim's so good. So teepee, honestly, I want to put him in S tier so bad. Teepee is like my favorite out of all these players. Like, I watch him the most these days compared to like between him and Nikki Merks. But like, teepee, I'm going to put him in S tier. I got to. The reason I put teepee in S tier, so no one can argue this, he plays as good as he plays on controller as he does on mouse and keyboard. Like, he has a 46 kill game on mouse and keyboard and a 47 kill game on a controller. No one else is doing that. He is legitimately a world champion in Call of Duty. And he has like 2,500 wins or something crazy now. He's almost like 3,000 wins now. It's stupid. The guy's a beast. If you guys don't watch TP, I mean, you're missing out. He's really good. Like, the best. So, realistically, if he had someone like Diaz or someone on his team, they would probably win every tournament. Like, if he had a different one, but he always plays with his friends. He doesn't go away from him. Like, he plays with Doug every tournament. So, if he went away from Doug, he could probably win some tournaments. And I would love to see it. But Doug sometimes pops off, and Doug's obviously really good as well. But TP, in my opinion, is honestly behind Diaz. Like, what he does is just so impressive. The fact that you can do that, and that's why I got a scuff controller, is because I used to be really good on a controller, and it's literally because of TP. Like, I have TP scuff controller. Like, the dude is so good that he's made me want to switch over to and play controller as well as mouse and keyboard. So he's S tier. tfue, he's back into playing. I'm gonna put him at A tier. The dude, he falls in the same category as cloakzy and Symfuhny. Ever since H1Z1, he's been a top tier player, especially in Fortnite. Obviously, he blew up in Fortnite, and his aim's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Timmy boy, D tier. Dude's horrible at the game. He has a 2-something KD, but that's literally because he has the best players like cloakzy and Nick and Symfuhny and whoever TP's been playing with, whoever he wants to play with, he gets to play with because he's absolutely hilarious and pure content. So the fact that he has a 2-point KD is kind of sad because he should have more of a 3 or a 4 KD just because they win almost every game. So Tommey, S tier, baby. This guy is easily right now the hottest tournament player around. Like I said earlier, him and Almond, these guys literally just win every tournament. It's like ridiculous what these guys are doing. And they're not winning every tournament. If they're not winning, they're getting second or third. Like, they don't place outside. They're just consistent as can be. Never see them place bad in a tournament. Absolute monsters. Unrational. He's going A tier. Unrational has been climbing up these leaderboards. He's playing so good recently, especially because he's still one of the guys running the bullfrog from time to time. Like, that's a very different gun than a lot of these guys are running. He's a beast. I can't wait to see where that guy goes because this is the first time he's blown up. He is a monster. If you've seen this guy with the car 98K, you would be like, all right, easy A tier. So if you guys think he's overranked a little bit, check out his gameplay. He's really good. Vape, I don't really know too much about him. Vicstar, Another guy where you guys roasted me for putting him low last time, but he's C tier to me. I mean, he's never been as good as his teammates. I mean, at the end of the day, he's there for content. He barely plays the game these days, and like, I don't know. It's just not as good as he used to be. The game has just changed a lot movement-wise. He falls in the same category as Nick Merks. He's got awesome aim. He doesn't do all the little things that these guys do. So, C tier. Oh, dude's a beast. He's still trying to get on a Call of Duty League team. I'm going to put him at B. He just doesn't play in all the tournaments as much. He's a really good player, though, guys. If you guys haven't checked him out, absolute monster. He's from CDL. I mean, can't beat him when it comes to talent-wise. Don't really know you. Young, I know him, but I'm going to probably unfairly rank him, so I'm not going to put him on there. Colors, I've killed him a few times, actually. He's another one of those guys where he's probably C tier. He's a beast. He's good, but he's not great. Not great. He's funny, but at the end of the day, like, he falls in that same category. He's funny, but good gameplay, but not like elite. So C tier it is for him. And then Zlaner and Aydan, both of them. I mean, Zlaner and Destroy, like I was saying earlier, they are the funnest duo to watch play together. Like, it's not even close. They just yell and scream, and it's crazy fun. Aydan, at the end of the day, he's got the most money now, I'm pretty sure. He has won the most. It's hard to argue that he isn't the best player in the game. The dude's cracked at every single game he plays. It's unreal. He's really the only person on this list, other than tfue, that qualified for the World Cup. And the dude is a monster. I mean, he's very good at every game he plays, and cannot wait to see where he goes with just video games and where his career goes, because Call of Duty has really blown him up. Dude's a monster. But like I said, guys, there's going to be a lot of S tiers today. I really think that these guys are just on a different level than everyone, consistently putting up big numbers and doing great things. So if you guys want to argue with it, argue down in the comments. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. We do a tier list every Tuesday, and we got new season 4 content dropping today/tomorrow, mattering when you're watching this, and then lots of good stuff, guys. I appreciate the heck out of you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Like the video, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.